Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly love reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, men and women. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to my subscribers and welcome to the new viewers. Let's see what's going on with you guys. All right, look at that. Ooh, somebody's thinking about communicating with you, what to say, or somebody's pondering over a communication you sent them. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Doesn't have to be. They're just looking at it in a practical manner, trying to make a decision, maybe what to say or what you said to them. And they're really trying to stay grounded, trying to see it, in a very practical way. And they're taking their time. If you message somebody, they might not reply right away. They might take some time to make that decision about what to say back. Okay, that kind of energy. Princess of Pentacles. Very interesting. All right, Libra, what is going on in your love life? What is the overall energy in love for Libra? Overall energy and love for Libra. What do they need to know? Overall love energy surrounding Libra. Here we go. Divine and trust in divine detours. Oh yeah, coyote spirit. You might be taking a detour towards somebody, or they may be thinking about taking a detour towards you or away from you. Let's see what's going on. Set healthy boundaries. Yeah, so there's some healthy boundaries need to be put in place. Somebody may be thinking about that. Maybe you've communicated with someone and you're heading back towards them possibly, and setting some boundaries, and this person's thinking about it, what to reply. So give with gratitude and grace. So I feel like this person, there's something that needs to be given with gratitude and grace here, and it could be to do with somebody's healthy boundaries. Okay, somebody's taken a detour here because maybe there's too many boundaries. Yeah, but there's something that needs to be given with gratitude and grace here. So someone could be looking at that whole situation. Let's see what's going on. This is a general reading, all right? I know a lot of people get upset. They're like, oh, I didn't say this, I didn't do that. Remember, this is general. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. If it's not your story, it's just not, okay? I can't read perfect readings for every single Libra that comes across. Okay, I try to read from several perspectives as well as different scenarios when I can, but sometimes it just gets too confusing, not only for me but for the viewer. All right, Libra, what's coming in, what's going out, what's changing in the love lives of the Libra viewers? Clear messages and guidance, please, so they can make clear decisions regarding their love life. What does Libra need to know about their love life? Yeah, somebody may have taken a detour. There was too many boundaries. Someone feels that there's no hope. I also feel like someone is like, it's sort of like this energy of not having enough, not sure if this can go anywhere. Okay. Somebody might be thinking about communicating with someone and going back towards them, but not sure if it'll happen. Okay. Feeling like there's not a lot of hope. To me, it's because someone's enduring, and I see this little guy here. He's sitting here poking at this fire. He's all by himself. Somebody's feeling a little bit lonely, feeling a little lost, feeling like they've endured a lot in a love situation, but there's not a lot of hope here, definitely some loneliness. Somebody might be missing you, Libra, and thinking about coming back towards you, okay? Trying to think about what to say. Yeah, they may decide to take a leap of faith and have a new beginning with you. All right. And then we have a 5 of Arrows. Yeah, this person's pretty frustrated. They're becoming anxious and impatient. They want to get things moving. It's also 5 of Arrows as somebody is, they want to take this leap of faith, but they feel like they can't trust the situation. There may be too many boundaries, or maybe they feel like they need to set some, or you may feel like you can't trust this person. I feel like it's I think you're the one who's becoming frustrated impatient for this to move forward, but there's boundaries that definitely need to be set, okay, to do with trust. There's definitely trust issues, lack of, you know, there's been some dishonesty, something here, a lot of frustration. It's like you see this shooting this goat out of the sky, like just, and can't hit it for trying, okay? It's like a hit and miss. Yeah, it's like you can't win for trying kind of thing, okay? Or, you know, if they have air in their chart, they could be feeling this way as well. We have the Seven of Bows. Somebody is feeling lost and lonely, waiting for things to cool down. But there's boundaries here. Somebody feels they need to put boundaries in place. Someone feels they need to have their guard up, protect themselves. Okay, someone took a stand and put boundaries up. And maybe, you know, it may have been you, okay? They could be waiting from some kind of signal from you that things have cooled down. They want to communicate, but they're just waiting for something here. But they feel like there's not a lot of hope regardless, but they are missing you. Or you're missing someone and you're frustrated and you want things to move forward. You'd like to communicate, but they may have gone off on a new path. They may have already gone off on a new path, and that's got you frustrated. Maybe they feel there's no trust here as well, okay? Not enough boundaries. But I think there's some clarity. There is, I do feel like you're waiting for things to clear up, and you want to possibly make yourself perfectly clear to somebody. You want to expose something. Okay, something may have been exposed and brought to light. So someone had to set some boundaries. Wow, this is going to be all over. Typical air energy, so you'll have to bear with me. Eight of Vessels. Yeah, I feel like somebody's walked away. They feel like they just needed to put this. They became clear. They needed to put something behind them. But it's also rebirth. It's like walking away to move into the future, to be, it's very emotional. Somebody walked away maybe because there wasn't enough emotion, so they put their boundaries up. Like, you know, there's got to be emotion here in this relationship, or I'm just not doing it. Or somebody didn't want to deal with the emotional part of a relationship and walked away. But there's rebirth here. Somebody wants to take what they've learned. Somebody's learned something here, and I feel like it's like they want to come back towards you and take that leap, you know, and take that risk, but they're afraid, all right? Even though they're missing you, they're very afraid. They want this new beginning. They want a rebirth, but there would definitely need to be some boundaries here. And then we have healing, Seven of Stones. Yeah, somebody feels they weren't held in high regard. Their abundance, what they had to offer, wasn't recognized. And I got this feeling someone's taking a look at that. Someone's definitely taking a look at it, thinking, you know, about what they should have given. They didn't give enough. Somebody didn't give much. They turned their back on anything emotional, went off in another direction. Seven of Stones, it's very healing, but it's also, you know, there needs to be a healing where somebody is held in high regard. All right. Yeah. Somebody's been healing themselves and concentrating on their abundance. I feel like you want to have it. You know, it's either them or you. You're just becoming very clear that you want this new beginning. You want a rebirth. You want to make an offer, or they're thinking about making you an offer and how to go about it. How many risks? Somebody doesn't want there to be any risks. They're worried. There's a lack of trust that this can actually turn around. Okay. Boundaries would have to be set in place. Somebody needs to appreciate someone else, right? Give with gratitude and grace. Somebody may want to thank you, or you may want to thank them for this offering, but there's an offer. Somebody might be thinking about giving somebody a gift, all right, to turn this situation around, but not trusting that the situation can go anywhere, if it'll actually be enough to turn it around. And then we have the Seer. Yeah, somebody's definitely keeping an eye on someone. They want to know where they are, if they've had a new beginning. Somebody sees that somebody's very abundant. Someone's looking deep into this too. They're very much looking at it, being very thoughtful about what transpired. Very much pondering over this, like, will this be enough, this seed, this gift? Interesting. Will this be enough to turn it around? There's somebody's really pondering this. It's been a very slow moving energy, I feel. Someone's got their guard up. They feel very defensive. It's like they drew a line in the sand due to lack of trust that this could go anywhere. And yeah, flip this as you need, people. Tell me about the Five of Stones. Yeah, someone's holding on. They're looking at, see, look at that, looking at this, feeling like there's no hope that this situation can turn around. They want to rush in, and it's like, it's just this hit and miss. Like, it's like someone needed to learn something. Someone needed to do like an about face, take some time to heal, clear out some negative energy, negative patterns, to take the things they learned and move forward. You know, take the things they learned and move forward. Leave the things that don't work in the past with the Five of Arrows, but it's very frustrating. Somebody's very frustrated that, but they don't want to let go. And while they sit and ponder and think about this, they just feel it's hopeless. But it's so sad because I see this, someone's really feeling left out and really missing somebody and just can't let go for trying. Yeah, there was an end of a cycle, and, you know, looking at this, can this move forward after this ending? Someone's looking and they see this person as their wheel of fortune, and they want to take a leap of faith. They really do. They want to take this risk, but they're afraid. Tell me about the Wanderer. What's going on with the Wanderer? Yeah, there's a need for healing. So somebody's been holding back. They want to take this risk, but they, you know, there's been holding back because they're stressed and they're worried and they're frustrated. There is a connection here. Someone feels very much connected to somebody, but there's between these two people, and I feel like you're both feeling the same way. There's just so many risks involved here. Somebody's just like, oh, I miss this person so much, but there's no hope because I just don't trust that this is going to go where I want. I can't, as much as I feel connected, I can't trust this person or this situation. Somebody wants to take a, you know, trust in divine detours. Somebody's trying to really be wise and use the thing that they're learning here to how to turn this around. How can I turn this around to make it go the way I want? Okay, how can I do this? There's just not a lot of hope, but not letting go. Five of Arrows. What's going on with the Five of Arrows? There we go. Yeah, someone's got their boundaries up. Somebody feels defensive. They don't feel like they can trust somebody. We've got some Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces energy, Leo energy here. And yeah, someone's very guarded. They just feel like they can't trust this. They're, you know, it's like almost like the boundaries weren't enough. You know, setting boundaries sort of blocks it, stops it. Absolute fear. Someone feels they need to protect themselves. And they're afraid, even though they feel so connected to someone. They so want to come in and have a new beginning. But yeah, this situation, this relationship's just been nothing but a lot of stress. It's like things ended, things needed to heal, you know, nothing but stress coming together. And then it's like, you know, it just never seems to go anywhere, even though there's such a lovely connection. Tell me about the Seven of Bows. So we have a ton of cards here, too many, so I'm just going to reshuffle. I don't want too many, and sometimes I'll take them. I'll get this little signal that I should, and other times, no, not necessary. Seven of Bows. Why is this here? Let's dig a little deeper into the Seven of Bows. What are these boundaries? Yeah, so somebody's walking away. Somebody walked away, but they want to have a rebirth with the Eight of Vessels. See, this is what's surrounding this energy, is this walking away but moving forward. Someone's trying to make a decision whether this can move forward, but there will need to be boundaries. Somebody needs to be in control. Somebody may have been too controlling, too domineering, wanted everything their way. Somebody wanted everything their way, and somebody had to, and they put up too many boundaries. I feel like it's like too many boundaries, okay? Somebody was constantly, it's like they kept blocking this connection, blocking the person, because it's like, oh, we can't have it this way, we can't have it that way, and it's got to be my way. Everything's got to go my way, to the point where it's like, whoa, okay? But I think you or the other person's becoming very clear that that's just not going to work. Somebody walked away. I think you or the other person's become very clear. That's why they walked away. There's somebody is so defensive about moving forward, but where this relationship's going to go. They created just so much anxiety that this other person just walked away, right? It's like just enough, turning their back on this and walking away. But there's a decision that needs to be made. Somebody's trying to get their balance back and make a decision whether or not, once they become clear, they want to have a new beginning, but can it work? They want everything their way, though, okay? This is the problem from the past. Someone's become clear that they were too stubborn, too domineering, too controlling. They've become very clear into, there's got to be some balance here or this isn't going to work. That's what they've realized, okay? They realize that now. So it feels very Leo energy, Libra, okay? Could be Aries or Sagittarius as well. We also have Pisces. Anyone else here? Tell me about the Sun of Life. Why is here? What is this new beginning? What is this clarity? Someone knows they want a new beginning, though, but the boundaries have to be healthy and they got to be fair. They got to be balanced. They can't all go in one person's favor. Sun of Life. Somebody can't trust these boundaries because they're just too big. They're like, I want everything my way and too bad for you. And like, no, it just can't work. Yeah, so somebody's not sure. They want to invest. Somebody's been very patient. All right. Yeah, it's like someone's not sure. Even though they feel this connection is so strong, they want to take the risk, but it's just like they stop because it's like, no, I can't, because I can't trust this person. They have boundaries and everything's in their favor. They just want everything their way. They want me to take all the risk while they do whatever, right? No, someone doesn't want to invest in this. They become very clear. They don't want to invest. I feel like there's been a need for patience. Somebody was very patient, putting in a lot of work. They were fully invested in their patience, and investment didn't pay off. They thought this person would become clear. There'd be this new beginning. But yeah, there's this need, this walking away. Eight of Vessels. What's going on with this Eight of Vessels? Someone's getting it now, becoming clear what happened and why things worked out the way they did. Someone's seeing their own stubbornness, their controlling behavior, their lack of balance. Somebody possibly, too, wasn't sharing a lot of emotions. Like I said, every time something got emotional, someone just walked away. It's like they just had their guard up and they refused to play fair. No balance. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, so somebody's been trapped in their head about this. Someone's been putting a lot of thought into healthy boundaries, being patient, putting the work in, becoming very clear about why somebody walked away. All right. Yeah, I feel like you, Libra, I think you've been trapped in your head about this. It's like you've set up these boundaries and you've walked away, but you're gone off seeking this Two of Cups somewhere else, but you can't seem to make up your mind whether you want to completely just be done with this, no longer invest, but you can't stop thinking about it. Seven of Stones, pardon me, scenario. Yeah, so there's movement here. Somebody went off to heal themselves. Yeah, they've gone off to heal and gone off to find their abundance. Somebody became single. They just moved away. But I actually feel like they want to come in and take control and heal this and move forward. They want to recognize someone's abundance and possibly they want to give them a gift, show them some gratitude, appreciation. Somebody was being a real turkey here. That's what I really feel that. Somebody's getting it now. They've looked deep within themselves. They get it. There were secrets and things that were, weren't out there. Somebody kept their feelings and everything to themselves. They didn't share anything. Someone's trapped in their head while they look deep into themselves. Definitely a Pisces energy. Wondering if there could be this new beginning. If they give a gift, maybe, it'll get things moving towards healing. And I also, like, somebody gets that they need to show somebody gratitude. They need to create this movement. by, you know, taking control, but in a balanced manner, investing, being clear, putting everything out in the open and investing in it properly. But there's this trapped energy. Can't stop thinking about it. Why this person moved away, you know, or should I take that leap? But I don't want to be the one to take all the risk. I just can't. I'm defending myself against deception and dishonesty. So much anxious. Yeah. It's like somebody doesn't want someone to get away, but they're so guarded and defensive, and they're becoming so frustrated with what to do. Ace of Stones. What is this Ace of Stones? This offering, this new beginning. What is this Ace of Stones? Here we go. Yeah, so there was a painful ending. There, something began and it ended. Somebody wants to give someone a gift or make an offering, have a new beginning, and put an end to this. Like, go right from an 8 to a 10. Done. Heal this energy. Recognize, somebody needs to recognize somebody's abundance. All the effort somebody put into something, they're becoming clear that someone didn't invest at all. They didn't want to invest and be clear, especially on the emotional side of this relationship. There was a lack of balance in everything. Somebody just wanted everything their way, and the other person went, nope, sorry. I got to look out for myself. I got to, you know, hold myself in high regard. I'm moving away from this. It's the end of it. Like, you know, but I feel like you want to come in, or they want to come in and fix this and give something, show some gratitude by giving somebody a gift. I really kind of feel like it's a gift, because it says give with gratitude and grace. You know, someone's looking deep within this. They could be watching this person as well, right, to try and figure out where they are, what they're up to. Okay, keeping an eye on things, but it's really a lot about soul searching, looking deep within yourself, digging out those hidden secrets, feelings, and emotions, and kind of getting it. Okay, it's looking, the seer is looking very deep, right, trying to find the answers. That there possibly may have been secrets and things kept in the past here too, and that's another thing that needs to come out in the open. Yeah, somebody's starting to see somebody as they're happily ever after. They're starting to look deep and realize somebody, they want to make this offer and put an end to this. They see them as a future. There's a need for giving here. It's like an equal give and take. It needs to be balanced out. Not one person can't be in complete control and be the boss. This is someone who likes to be the boss. They want everything. They can be quite domineering. You know, they have their good sides. They're very hardworking, could be own a business, very hands-on, very passionate, very sexy, very charismatic. Lots of willpower to see things through and work really hard. But while they're like that, they can also be very, very demanding and very controlling. Okay, and even a little bit blunt and a little too loud and proud. Somebody may have too much pride to expose all their feelings and emotions. So they just walk away from it, right? They just turn their back on the emotional part and walk away, but they're seeing it now. Somebody's seeing you as their future, or you're seeing them as a future. You're kind of getting it, like, this is my person. This is my happily ever after. But there's frustration here, big time, about where this is going to go, the risks. You know, someone doesn't want to take any risk, but they expect the other person to take all the risks. I really think that this person feels like there's no hope, but they don't want to let go. They're really looking at this and seeing that, how can this move forward? What can I do to keep this balanced and keep my feet on the ground? Taking a very practical, long look, taking their time, trying to figure out. But I think somebody's holding on to this. They realize somebody was their wheel of fortune. Things were moving forward at one time, and then it just, obviously it stopped. Somebody walked away and they didn't want to be the one to take all the risk. Somebody was secretive, and they need to put their feelings out there. They need to put everything out there. Everything needs to be out on the table. Yeah, we got some Magician energy, Virgo, Gemini energy, manifesting a new beginning. Somebody has all the tools they need to do this. Somebody is manifesting a new beginning and trying to figure out how to put all their cups out there to get this new beginning. Or maybe, you know, somebody's trying to figure out, you know, a gift. Yeah, someone wants to manifest a new beginning by giving something and just putting it all out there to end to the burdens. Yeah. How do we do this? How do we fix this? Magician also fixes things. He has all the tools. And I think this person knows, Libra, that they have all the tools they need. They really do. They're kind of getting it now. It's like they're opening up to their own emotions to get this, to understand that they actually have everything they need to put an end to this. Yeah, and it's all about giving. It's giving, putting the work in and being clear. Somebody is very scared, can't seem to get out of their head when it comes to somebody walking away. They can't stop thinking that this person, why this person walked away, and how to get them to move back towards, how to have this rebirth, okay? Yeah, there's a need. Somebody needs to say something sweet. So somebody may have actually said, like, look, can we talk? Can we get together? I miss you. You know, I'd like to come and talk to you. They want to share their emotions here, put it out there, but it's baby steps. Someone's a little apprehensive. There needs to be healthy boundaries, but it needs to be, it's in the middle. It needs to be for both people. One person can't do all the investing. That's become clear. There's no way one person can do all the work and invest completely while the other person turns their back and walks away as soon as there's emotion, as soon as there's any drama. Like, you have to fully invest for a new beginning. Someone's not sure they want to. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn kind of energy here. Seven of Stones, could be some Capricorn or Virgo. Yeah, someone has the tools. They know they do to end this. I think somebody is figuring out too, because the magician figures things out, right? And they always know they can do it too. This is the thing, and this is manifestor energy. Virgo, Gemini is very much about manifesting what they want, to fix things, to make it the way they want, to create new beginnings without burdens. Yeah. So let's grab, I'm just going to move these and let's do some clarity over here. But yeah, somebody definitely wants to come forward and share their feelings, but they're afraid. Someone's very much afraid about sharing their emotions. They're going to take baby steps, and then eventually they're digging deep, looking at their emotions, how they feel. And how they feel is they see you as their happily ever after. They really do. They're going to say some sweet things here to create movement, to get this reconciliation going, recognizing somebody's abundance and their qualities, holding somebody in high regard, letting them know how you actually feel about them or how they feel about you. Coyote spirit. Whoops. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, so somebody's got a lot of abundance here. Somebody's took a detour and they went off to take care of themselves and be single because they felt they were taking all the risk. They didn't want to. They put their boundaries up. They felt they needed to protect themselves. So they went off to make themselves single and basically just concentrated on work and looking out for themselves. Oops. Yeah, definitely. Look at that. Just if you heard that snap, I put my hand down and it snapped right out and flipped into my hand. So yeah, see, again, boundaries. Somebody's got their guard up and they just went off to do their own thing. They're protecting themselves by staying single. And I feel too like somebody was afraid to move forward with someone, even though they felt they were Wheel of Fortune. They didn't want to let go. But it's like they felt there was no hope in putting their guard down because they feel like they need to protect all their assets, everything they have, everything they've worked for. That may be why someone had very strong boundaries. But the other person just wasn't going for it. They didn't feel safe taking all the risk. Armadillo spirit. Armadillo. What's this armadillo about? Yeah, so somebody didn't trust someone's boundaries. Somebody has boundaries and they don't trust anyone. They feel defensive because there's a lack of trust, a lot of frustration. Feel like it's like there's been a learning curve here too. Someone's been very patient while they become clear, and they know there's some things they need to leave behind, and that's probably being so controlling, overbearing, wanting everything their way, and taking the things they learned from this to be able to move forward. Somebody wants to move past this. and heal it and hold someone in high regard, somebody that has so much abundance, somebody who is protecting themselves, protecting their assets, their money, everything they built for themselves. You know, they had such strong boundaries dating, in relationships, that things didn't move because of it. Well, they're coming out of this energy now, because they really are starting to see, to be happy and to have a happily ever after, you have to expose things. You have to be fair. There's got to be balance. There's, you know, investments. There's got to be, somebody has to be invested here. Yeah, someone didn't want to invest. They offered 1 cup and they kept the rest to themselves. Look at that. And I hate to say it, somebody was a real turkey here. Somebody only gave 1 cup and they kept the rest for themselves. They didn't want to share anything. They wanted to keep everything to themselves, but they wanted this other person to take all the risk while they kept their boundaries up and just sort of did as they pleased. It's not going to fly. But I feel like this could end. The burdens could end. There could be a happily ever after here. Yeah, there is a lot of abundance here. Somebody treated someone like an option. They may have had too many options, so they only offered 1 cup. They were a turkey. Look at that. 2 butterballs. That's the way I see it. Sorry, it was kind of a joke. But yeah, that's what I feel. Somebody was a real turkey. They're sort of keeping it all to themselves. You know, this is the kind of person who, they're kind of smug about it too. They weren't, it's got to end. And I do feel like there was an ending. Someone just dropped somebody because they were a burden. They started to see the bigger picture, that they needed to go out and find their happiness elsewhere and protect themselves from somebody who was selfish and kept their options open and just seen them as an option. It's like, this is the kind of person who, when they carve the turkey, they keep the best part for themselves and they toss everyone else scraps. That's how I feel. Very selfish and very smug. So be careful what you wish for. If this person comes forward and offers you something, you know, I feel like they're going to offer you something, and it may be abundant. It could be a wish come true, but be careful what you wish for. They may be giving gifts to other people, like little things, offering lots of people a cup. Okay. So tell me, where does this go? Where does this go? Where does this go with the 7? Ah, there we go. Yeah, somebody wants to put an end to this kind of behavior. It's a burden. Having too many options, being smug, being selfish, not expressing their feelings, putting their emotions and feelings. Someone's seeing the bigger picture here. They become, look at that. Someone's become very clear how they behaved, how they've reacted. And this is possibly you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you, Libra. You're becoming very clear that this person's like that. You know, you get it. And I think you've learned, and you've really learned about this. But if this is you and you've kind of been like that, flip it. Please don't be angry. I have to read it the way it is. You want to end this behavior, and I have to be a little bit defensive, because I feel sometimes people are like that. They get into a relationship, they have a lot of money, assets, a lot of beautiful things. They've worked really hard for it. Been single a long time. Someone comes along and they really like them, but they want the other person to take all the risk. They don't want to, you know, you become afraid, and you have your guard up, and you have these huge boundaries because you feel like you need to remain in control with everything you've worked hard for. But it kind of goes awry because you can't, you got to offer little bits to a bunch of people, like having options, because you can't, nothing can move forward. There's no happily ever after. It just becomes a big weight and a lot of burden. Okay. And I feel like there is someone here that you really hold in high regard, and you'd like to move back towards them. You'd becoming clear. You have a strategy and you know what you need to do. I think you've learned. You've kind of been learning, but for others, your person of interest very well could have air in their chart, and or they don't have to, but they're becoming clear about what needs to be done. Or in someone's just becoming clear, it could be you, that this is how someone has treated you and this is how they are, and you may just end it, put an end to this. But I actually feel like there is going to be a seed planted, a gift to put an end to this, because someone's seeing the bigger picture. They're getting it now. So kind of lovely. Yeah. Oh my. Someone's standing in their power, standing up for what they believe in, taking charge of the situation. Now we have a couple here. So you both may have fire in your chart. You may be very compatible. I feel like you have a lot of similarities and you both know it, but there's just this, you know, someone's afraid to take that leap. Somebody does not want to be the one to take the risk. It's you or the other person that's just terrified that there's a lack of trust in this, and they really have their guard up. So, I think you see that. You really get it, that the other person doesn't want to take all the risk. They don't want to be hurt. They don't want to feel like they have to be the one to do all the investing. You have to invest. If you want to be happy and you want all of somebody, it has to be very balanced. So there's a decision being made here to do with being in control, being the boss, taking control of a situation. And I feel like you are very passionate about making this decision, or the other person is, and ready to come in, take control, to expose everything, to invest, and try to be patient. There's a need for both people to be patient with each other. Both people need to invest and be patient, all right? There needs to be healthy boundaries that are very balanced, because we've got two people that are very strong-willed. When you get the Queen of Rods energy, this is someone who will stand up for what they believe in. They want someone to give to them too, or it's you with that energy wanting some, you know, it's got to be reciprocated back and forth. Not one person should have to take all the risk here, and someone's really getting it. The only way to end this is to possibly, you know, it doesn't have to be a gift. I mean, not everyone requires a gift, but I actually kind of feel like it's like you're out shopping and you're trying to figure out what to buy this person. You want to give them something abundant. But this gift doesn't have to be monetary or something you hold in your hand. A lot of times it is, but it could be a different kind of gift. It's telling this person, because you don't want to let go. I really feel like you don't want to let go of them. I don't think they want to let go of you. But there's this like huge issue that needs to be cleared up. The strategy might be to give somebody a gift, but I think it's an offering of grace and gratitude, holding someone in high regard. You may travel to see someone and actually give them a gift, though, something rather abundant. It could be something really nice. You could be shopping, or they could, trying to pick something out, something really beautiful, having a hard time figuring out what it's going to be. So I feel like, and it's to end to the burdens here, and it's, but you know, there, like I said, it's like giving something, but keeping rest to yourself. So I feel like maybe you're having a hard time, or they are trying to find that right thing, not wanting it to be too much because of the situation, but not wanting it to be not enough. So there's a lot of confusion, but whatever it is, it's going to be the end all be all. Someone's going to stand in their power, stand up for what they believe in. Somebody will take control. And I feel like this person also has other options now, too. I do feel like there was a situation where someone felt like an option and they weren't about to be treated like an option. I think you've become clear about that, or they have. You know, it's like, no, no, no. Sorry, I'm not carrying that weight around. They have their boundaries, all right? Okay, Libra. Wow, so this is a pretty heavy reading. I actually feel like you see someone as a wheel of fortune, or they do, and they're going to move forward even though there's no hope. Someone's going to take a risk and take a chance to come forward and offer up a gift, plant that seed to put an end to whatever this is, because I feel like we got two people who are stressed right out about each other and the situation between you. And you both probably have to balance out some behavior. You both have to invest in each other fully and be patient until everything's expressed and exposed. It's not going to happen overnight. Both people, I feel, know what needs to be done for it to get where you want, but there's got to be some patience and investment here. Somebody's going to wait to see if somebody fully invests before they put their boundaries down. And if this person doesn't, if they don't invest fully, and they can't be patient to wait to prove, it's like proof, right? I don't think it'll go anywhere. Somebody will just go find their happiness elsewhere, because we got the Eight of Vessels, somebody moving away, going off to find those Two of Cups, their happiness somewhere else. Somebody could be seeing the bigger picture, that somebody may never give much. They're just selfish and smug, and they just see people the opposite sex or whatever, their partners, same sex or not, doesn't matter, as options, all right, in their life, and that's it, because they don't want to give up any abundance. They don't want to share anything. All right, so basically it's somebody who wants to just use people for what they want because they don't want to give anything at all. Okay, so it could end that way for some of you. All right, everyone, please take care. Comment away and let me know how this goes, if it resonates. I wish you all the best possible outcome. I hope the outcome is positive and things balance out. All right, I hope somebody gets a gift and they get their happily ever after and manifest a new beginning, minus the burdens, to drop these burdens. Somebody's seeing the bigger picture. All right. So, wow. All right, everyone. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you next week. I hear you, honey.